Hi, everyone. Okay, so we're going to continue with grade 10 English, Unit 3, Travel. So we're going to start with a reading comprehension. It's a role play. So I will be Situn, and then Watsala, could you be Shakti? And then Kumi, could you be Ravindi? So I'll start. Hi, what are you going to draw?
I'm going to draw a monorail.
What is a monorail?
Can you guess? Uh, I can't see someone. Shall I read it?
Yeah, read it from your book.
Yes. Mono means single. Can't you guess? Mono means single.
Ah, got it. The train that travels along a single rail.
Shavindi.
Shakti.
Uh,
Laura, what happened to you?
No, it's not me. It's Shakti.
Vatsala.
I will draw a tram. I will draw a tram.
What is that?
I have seen one. Let me explain it to you. It's a vehicle that runs on the electricity.
Really?
Yes, and they run on the rails that are they built on the roads.
Does that mean that trams run on the road with other vehicles like buses and cars?
Yes, you are right.
That's exciting. Shakti, I am sure that you will be an automobile engineer one day.
Yes, it's my ambition. What will you draw, Rizna?
I will draw a picture of the Wright brothers and a modern airplane.
That's great. I will draw a space shuttle.
Once I traveled in a space shuttle.
Ah, when did you go to space?
No, I didn't go to space. There was a model space shuttle at a carnival that I once went to and we could go inside the space shuttle and have a look. I will go to space one day. I want to be an astronaut.
Look at what I have got. A magazine with beautiful pictures on different modes of transport.
Can you
Can
name
you
these?
name these?
Okay, so now this is an
Laura, we can see video. I don't know. We see only the. Did you turn it off or something?
No, I don't know why it turned off.
Turn off the camera and turn it on again and see whether it would
I
work.
did.
All right, let's start again. It's okay. Right. It's kind of weird. Okay.
Hmm.
You want to drop and come back, see whether that would work?
Okay.
We'll wait. Yeah. It's okay. So the next one is textbook activity 1 and answers.
There I am. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. Okay, so now that we did the reading exercise, we have this activity. So there are a bunch of words, and then we have to match the words with the pictures. So maybe it would be easier to take the word and try and find the picture, Jay, since it's
Okay.
on.
Okay, skateboard, right?
So skateboard.
Okay.
So is there a way to make the screen bigger?
Yeah.
No, I meant like the actual screen so you could fit everything on one.
Oh, no, you can't fit everything. Yeah, this is the best we can do. So, no, I can keep going. So we are looking for skateboard. Anybody?
I know it's
But it's easier this way, I think, right? Let's look at the picture and then try to guess the word, and then we'll check what would.
okay. So Watsala, letter A picture. What do you think that is?
It's a tram.
Okay.
Okay, we'll check the answers later. Yeah. B.
And then B, Pumi.
Ship.
Okay. And then C, I'm going to say is bus. And then D, Watsala.
Rocket.
Okay. E, Pumi.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's
I
look at the
think canoe.
word.
Yeah, the words. Check one of the words.
Canoe.
It's a candle, okay.
Okay.
All right. Then there's one which is tough.
And then
F,
F, is that hovercraft?
that's the hovercraft.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't know. I just saw,
Yeah.
I figured it was.
that's a tough one.
Watsala, G.
Is a car.
Okay.
Motor.
And then Pumi, H.
Train.
Okay.
No.
What did you say it was?
Monorail.
It's monorail, right? That's
Monorail. And then I'm going to say is a skateboard.
Hmm.
And then J, Watsala.
It's an aeroplane.
And then K, Pumi.
Bicycle.
Mm-hmm. And then L is a monorail. Is that right? It's a monorail.
No, it's a cable.
Cable
No.
car, cable car. Thank you. I knew that wasn't right. Cable car.
Yeah.
Yes.
Monorail, yes.
Yeah.
Cable.
It's on the. And then M, Watsala.
M. Well,
Okay, look at the words here. And here, what would be the word?
it's ferry.
It's a ferry, yeah, exactly. Okay.
And then N, Pumi.
Rocket.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds good, yeah, okay. And then O.
O is train.
Okay. So these are the answers, right? I think we got most of the. I think this one is tough for people, right? Even just to look at it without knowing the words, right? I think others are fine. So they call, instead of rocket, they call it space shuttle, as because they had a rocket. I think that's why.
Mm.
That's why.
So
See this one, rocket and a space shuttle. They were two different things.
So I don't know if everybody knows what a hovercraft is because I don't use that word, but I looked it up. So a hovercraft it's an air cushioned vehicle. So I feel like it almost looks like a raft, but with a motor, like it's soft.
It floats because of the air.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah.
Okay, so now the next workbook activity. So it's saying you are unable to do any of the things asked below. So we need to answer the questions mentioning when we are going to do them. So the first one I'll do, and then Watsala, you can do the next one, and then Pumi can follow. So have you painted your new house? Not yet. I am going to paint the new house next month. So Watsala, can you do the second one?
Have you called your mother this afternoon? Yes, I will call her.
No, I say, yeah, say the negative. Look at this.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm going to call her this afternoon.
No, what's up? Laura, repeat. I don't
So-
see
So we can just follow the not yet. I am
Yes.
going to paint the new house next month.
Look at the example. You have to say not yet, then you have to use the word within the bracket. Okay? Not yet, then I'm going to arrange in the evening. So Laura will do the first one. Laura, let's try.
I did the first one.
Okay, Vatsala?
Not yet. I'm going to call her this afternoon.
Okay.
Pumi.
Have you repaired my phone in within bracket soon? Not yet. I'm going to repair in soon.
Have you had lunch in a little while? Not yet. I am going to have lunch in a little while.
Have you visited Aunt Malini in China next year? Not yet. I'm going to visit Aunt Malini in next year.
You're going to visit Aunt Melanie. So Jay, I'm curious, do you say not yet, I am going to visit Aunt Melanie next year in China, or
I will see. I don't. You don't
or
have to-
not yet, I am going to visit Aunt Melanie in China next year? Which one is correct? Are they both correct?
I would just follow this format. You say not yet, right? And
No, I understand, but I'm saying just in regular conversation, is it wrong for you to say not yet? I am going to visit Aunt Melanie next year in China.
no, it is right. Correct. You said next year.
But it's different because I'm putting next year before China and then I'm putting next year after China.
Oh, you can say, I will say I'm going to visit Aunt Malini in China next year. I think both are correct. I don't think,
Okay.
yeah, I don't think it matter that much. Okay. All right.
So this is some additional material. So choosing between on and in for modes of transportation is going to depend on whether the vehicle is large and shared, meaning public or open transport, or private and closed, usually smaller and personal. So this is a typical breakdown. So mode of transport. So you have tram, and so tram, it says on. I was on the tram. Ship, on. They are on the ship. Bus, on. She got on the bus. All right, so those first three are modes of transportation. They're public modes of transportation, right? So can you scroll up again, Jay? So this vehicle, so a tram, a ship, and a bus, they're large and shared. Okay. And then you have a rocket. The preposition is in. He was in the rocket. Canoe, preposition is in. They are in a canoe. So that's more, rocket is enclosed, a canoe is more private. So that's why you're using the preposition in. Then you have hovercraft, the preposition is on. So we traveled on a hovercraft.
Sorry about that. Hold on.
Okay.
So, did I put the boat?
So I guess I'm just wondering, like, out loud, I'm thinking hovercraft. I mean, hovercraft isn't that big. Hovercraft could be private too. So I'm not really.
Something happened, Ola. What happened? You guys hit something? The text disappear, right? Ola?
Missed something.
Yeah, I did something. What happened to the oh, okay, there you go. Okay. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So hovercraft, we have traveled on a hovercraft. So what's the difference between a hovercraft and a canoe?
That's the thing. So even take boat, right? Would you say I'm in a boat or I'm on a boat?
A boat, I would say on a boat.
Exactly.
Right.
They, depending on how big these things are.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you have motor car, preposition in. So that's more personal, private. So you could say he is in the car. So now you have monorail, skateboard, and airplane. They all are prepositions on. I rode on the monorail. She's on a skateboard. He's on the plane. And then you have bicycle. She's on a bicycle.
Okay.
Can you scroll back up?
Which one?
All the way to the top where you have your little explanation. See, I think, Jay, this is a little confusing the way that this says on and in, like why you're using it, because that doesn't follow a skateboard or a bicycle.
That's right, because you don't say I'm in a skate,
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like there's got to be exceptions.
Oh yeah, that's also true. I think
I'm just thinking for somebody trying to learn, they would question that, right?
yeah. I think
So,
most of the time it is okay, and yeah.
right.
Let's look at the thumb. Yeah,
Right. So rule of thumb, use on for vehicles you can walk around, inside, or stand on top of.
yeah. So in that
That
way,
makes sense. That makes sense then,
That makes
right?
yeah.
So buses, trains, planes, and use in for smaller enclosed personal vehicles, cars, canoes, rockets. Yes.
Okay.
That
Maybe
makes sense.
what I would do is I would
Maybe
cut
put that on the top because,
on the top. I think that
right.
makes sense.
Because it kind of clarifies that when you're dealing with, a bike or a skateboard.
I think this is much better.
Yes, yes.
That makes it, yeah. Okay, agree. Let's move on. Okay.
Okay, so textbook activity 2. So I don't know if we have this. It's a listening activity.
We don't, so you have to skip it.
Okay, so we're going to skip that.
Yeah, yeah.
And so now we have another activity, and we're going to fill in the blanks. So we're going to follow this example. So I'm going to do the first one, and I'm going to
Morally.
the way that they have it there, but I'm also going to do the opposite. So, Watsala, could you be Tashmi and ask me the question?
I'm a bit busy. Can you call me later?
Okay, sure, I'll call you tomorrow. Or, Annette, if I can't, I would say, sorry, or no, I can't call you tomorrow. So I'll be Shakti, and Watsala, you can answer me. Okay. Can you clean the pot? Can you clean the pots and pans?
Sure. I will clean them after lunch.
Okay. And now say you can't. Do the opposite. So tell me you can't clean them.
Rukshana, father, can you please fix this
No,
watch?
so for
Can I-
the, can you clean the pots and pans? Like you did the positive that you can.
Oh,
clean them.
sure.
So
I-
now
I will
say you
clean-
can. So say
I
no.
will clean the pots and pans after lunch.
No, Aksana, she wants you to say the opposite one. No, I cannot clean.
Aisha,
She wants you
sure.
to do both.
No,
Okay.
I cannot clean them after lunch.
Okay. All right. So Pumi, I'll be Rukshana, and then you can be the father. Okay. So, father, can you please fix this watch?
Okay, I will fix the switch in the evening.
Okay. Now tell me you can't fix it.
No, no, I can't fix the switch in the evening.
Yes. Watch.
Watch.
Okay. So Watsla, I'll be Anne. Please don't tell anyone.
All right. I will not tell anyone.
Okay. For that, we'll just keep it like that. All right, so I'll be Subhash, and then Pumi, you can answer me. Please don't blame her.
Sure, I will not blame her.
Okay.
No, you can also give negative answers to 4 and 5, right? If someone says, please don't tell anyone,
No, I know. It was just
you can say, no, I'm going to tell everyone, right?
I know, but that just it changes it too much.
Yeah. Okay, so I know what I'm doing. I think okay. This is what happens. I hit this, my arm, and that's what happens. Okay, so that is done, right? Okay, this poem.
Okay.
Read it because there are questions. They have to answer the question. So make sure they understand it. You can
Okay.
read
So
it and
you
question.
want me to read it?
Yeah, you read it. Yeah.
Okay. Happy wanderer. I love to go a-wandering along the mountain track, and as I go, I love to sing, my knapsack on my back. Valderi, Valdera, Valderi, Valdera, ha 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 ha. Valderi, Valdera, my knapsack on my back. I love to wander by the stream that dances in the sun. So joyously it calls to me, come, join my happy song. I wave my hat to all I meet, and they wave back to me. And blackbirds call so loud and sweet from every green wood tree. High overhead, the skylarks wing, they never rest at home. But just like me, they love to sing, as o'er the world we roam. Oh, may I go a-wandering until the day I die. Oh, may I always laugh and sing beneath God's clear blue sky. So now we have some true and false questions. So how about Watsala and Pumi? You can switch. So Watsala, you can start.
The singer likes traveling. It's true.
The singer invites the stream to join his song. Yes, it's true.
Okay.
Is it true? Let's go back and see. The
The
singer,
singer invites the stream to join his song.
let's see here. So
Love to wander by the stream. Okay. So he doesn't really say anything about that.
I love to wander by this. Then that dances in the
Well, I
sun.
don't know. Come join my happy song.
Dances.
The singer invites.
Yes. Is
Yeah.
it true?
No, it's false.
So joyfully it calls to me. No, The stream
Nice
is
song.
calling to her. Read this.
Oh, I see. I love to wander by the stream. So the stream is asking them to join.
Yes, the
Okay.
stream is calling her, not the other way around. So it's false. Yeah. So what's that?
Watsla number 3.
The skylarks usually are in their nests falls.
Okay, where are they? Where were they?
So let's see. Let's go back up.
Skylarks when the overhead, they are
They
flying.
never rest at home.
Yeah,
Okay.
they are in the sky, they are just flying. Yeah. But just like me, they love
Love to sing.
as over the world. Okay, so what's the next one?
So Pumi number 4.
The sounds of the blackbirds are sad. It's fall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they are joyful. Yeah, okay. 5.
The singer wishes to travel all his life. True.
Okay.
And so now list the rhyming words in the song. So go back to the song and see which words rhyme.
Okay.
So how about for the first paragraph, Watsala, which words rhyme?
Track, back,
Mm-hmm. And then Pumi, not the chorus, but the paragraph after, which words rhyme? Do any rhyme?
I'm searching. No rhymes, right?
Yeah, I don't see anything either.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we can skip. Okay, wait. So then that chorus after, where it says "I wave my hat."
Yeah.
Pumi,
Meet
any
and sing.
meat and sweet? Okay, and anything else?
And home and roam.
Mm-hmm. How about in that first one where meat and sweet? How about the other lines? Do they rhyme?
Oh yeah. Meet
Tree. Okay.
tree. Yeah. Meat and sweet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then how about that last chorus?
wing,
Yeah. Did you say wing and sing?
Yeah.
wing, yes. Die and sky.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Okay.
So workbook activity 3 related to the role play in unit 3 of this textbook. So if you are asked to draw for the show mentioned in the textbook, what will you draw? Imagine that you and your friend are with Satoon, Ravindi, and Shakti. Continue the above role play. Are they talking about the first role play?
I think so. What other things we would draw? Just make
All
up.
right. So, I mean, you're not going to be able to draw it, but Watsala, remember the first one? They they were drawing different modes of transportation, I believe. So, of all of the modes of transportation, what would you draw, Watsala?
Yeah, they have all these pictures. They have plenty of them to choose.
Cable car.
Cable car? Okay. Pumi, what would you draw?
I'm going to draw a motor car. It's easy to draw.
Okay.
All right. Oh, so we are done with that, right? We are done with this, done with that. Okay.
Yes.
So Laura, you can just read it. These are two difficult words for people to understand. Go ahead, Laura.
So the two words are wonder and wander. So wonder, I wonder where she is. So wonder is a verb used when you're curious or unsure about something. This is a grammatically correct sentence expressing curiosity. So say I can't find my glasses and I'm at home and I'm thinking about it. I could say, I wonder where I put my glasses.
Exactly.
Wander, I'm wandering in the forest. Wander means to move around without a specific destination, and wandering is the present participle form. This sentence is also perfectly correct. So for instance, I could say, the girl was wandering around the neighborhood. So she was kind of just wandering. I almost feel like it's aimlessly walking sometimes, you know, you could say they're just wandering about.
Yeah, without having a specific place
Right.
to use. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just give an introduction to this and then we'll continue next time. Active and passive word. It is for some people it is hard, right? But just introduce it, Laura. We'll pick it up next
So
week.
active and passive voice. So an active voice in an active sentence, you have the subject that's performing the action. So the example given here is the dog chased the ball. The dog is doing the chasing. So it's clear, direct, and energetic. So the dog is the subject. The action is chasing. Passive voice, in a passive sentence, the subject receives the action. So in this example, you have the same scenario, but it's different. The sentence structure is different. So you have the ball was chased by the dog. So now the ball is the focus and the doer, the dog, comes at the end, or may even be left out.
Okay, so we'll continue next week. But before we start this class, I have a question to both of you, Piyuvi and Vatsala. What did you learn from this chapter, so far from this unit? Whoever wants to go first, go first. Tell me about, give me a summary of what you learned today. See whether you can say. Who wants to go first? Oh, I had to pick. Vatsala, what did you learn from this particular unit?
We talk about vehicles, and we learn some grammar. And
You mean?
And we learn about this chapter, vehicles, about the vehicles, and we match the vehicle names, and the read the poem, and some rhyming words. We learn what are the rhyming words, and true false questions about the poem, and so the same sound word, and wonder, and wonder. Then it has a different meaning, and the similar sound. Yeah.
No, you want to summarize for them? They need to learn how to summarize. So say paraphrase them.
So yes, you both mentioned a few of the things that we worked on. I'll try and remember everything. I don't know if I will, but we started off with a listening exercise that we did together. Then we talked about the different modes of transportation. But with that, when to use the preposition on or in. So whether it's transportation that's private and closed or transportation that's public and open, and when to use those prepositions for those vehicles. Then we learned how to communicate when somebody asks us to do something, that we would let them know that we would be able to do it at a later time. Then we talked about, I think we had a poem and we had to read it together, and that, well, I read it and then we had to answer questions. So it was more a comprehension, listening comprehension exercise. And then we had to pick out words that rhymed. Then we talked about the words wonder and wander, and how they sound slightly similar. Just one letter is the difference, but they have different meanings. And we went over those definitions. And then finally, we talked about active and passive voice, which active is where the subject is performing the action, and passive, the subject is receiving the action. And then we'll go more into detail next week about that.
Thank you, Laura. So here is why I asked you to do that. What's the you're going to teach English, right? You're going to teach this lesson to some of your students. So when you teach a class, it's a good idea to start with what you are going to talk about in the class that particular day. Then we are done with it, then tell them what you have done. This is something I want you to practice. You tell them first, we are going to talk about this day. We are going to do these activities. Then when you are done, at the end, you say, we did these activities, right? What I want you to do, I don't know whether you guys are doing this or not. I want you to shadow Laura. Do you understand the word shadowing means? What does that mean to you, Vatsala? What does that mean? When I say shadow Laura, what does that mean to you? Explain it the best you can. If you need time, I'll give you time.
We must follow her.
Yes, follow her. Look at. When you guys said it like in 3 seconds, right? You guys, all of you did the same activity. When she said, she took time and she itemized everything. So follow her. It is how people learn. This is the role of Laura. She's teaching you. Then you follow her. Find out, the way she talks, how she would present things, how she would explain the material. This is what I want you guys to learn from her.
I don't know if I'm the best English speaker to be following, but no, I think
they have a unique opportunity to learn from a native speaker. I think I have told it a million times. I'm not a native speaker. Yeah, I speak English. I'm a writer, but I'm not a native speaker, right? So learning from someone like Laura, you have this unique opportunity. So don't waste it. Take the maximum out of it.
So maybe next week, I'll follow that too. Before we start, I'll itemize what we're going to go over at the beginning, like just the sections, simple, and then when it's done, I'll do the same thing, what we went over.
Exactly. You can say, our listening comprehension is this, blah, 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 some grammar, basic stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's like giving people a map, then they follow the map. And then I think we'll try to do that. We never did this before. I think it's time to follow that pattern.
Okay.
Thank you very, very much. We'll meet next week. Vatsala, you can, I have to stop this recording, hold on. Then, Vatsala, I have to do business, our school and others. Thank you, Laura.
I
Thank you.
can't